Hey folks, Mark here. It is currently 6:52 p.m. 27th of December. I've just heard some really sad and upsetting news. Carrie Fisher, who played Princess Leia, of course, in the Star Wars films, has passed away. For those of you who may not know, she had a heart attack on a plane flight just before Christmas, and she's been in intensive care. And I've just seen on the internet that she's passed away. This is really sad for me because Star Wars was such a massive thing for me as a kid. You know, as a kid, I didn't have a very good time growing up. Had a lot of problems. Had problems with other kids at school. And watching the Star Wars movies was something that I did a lot because it allowed me to kind of escape from the unpleasant times that I was having and sort of take myself off to that other world, you know, the Star Wars world. And I used to play with my Star Wars action figures and my Star Wars vehicles, and I could play with them all day, and my head would be in the Star Wars world, and it wasn't focusing on the unpleasant time that I was having as a kid and at school and stuff. So Star Wars meant the world to me and still does. And yeah, you know, it's really sad and really tragic that she's passed away. I think, I just said this on a Facebook post, I think that image of Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia with the buns on the side of her head and the shiny lip gloss, you know, at the start of Star Wars, I think that image is one of the greatest kind of icons of a female character in film history. I think if you put a photograph of Princess Leia with the buns on her head up somewhere, anywhere in the world, huge numbers of people would instantly recognise it. And I think Carrie Fisher had an interesting life, let's just say, and she had lots of problems, but I think, you know, she's passed away now, and I think if you can leave behind something that huge and something that iconic, and if you can leave behind the fact that you were part of Star Wars, which is one of the biggest film phenomenons in the history of you know, cinema, I think you can probably say you had a pretty good, successful life. So I'm really sad that she's passed away, and I hope she rests in peace. And yeah, just wanted to make that and say how sad and how sorry I am that she's gone, and how Star Wars, Carrie Fisher and the whole cast were a big part of my life when I was a kid, and they still are now, really. I still love the films. And just to say thank you, Carrie Fisher, for being Princess Leia and bringing a lot of joy and a lot of pleasure to a very young boy growing up in Reading who wasn't having a very nice time. So rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. You'll be very sorely missed.